Hello and welcome to CIO News. I am Khushbu, Soni, host for the broadcast and chief editor at CIO News. This is our exclusive panel discussion on the International Women's Day, a special edition talking to the women in the industry. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, that is cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. I am very excited to invite my guests for today. We have three ladies that I've been working with from a very long time, and I'm really excited to have them today. We have Takshila Singh. She's the HR journalist at Mercadeo and CIO News. Takshila has 3+ years of experience. She is a postgraduate in HR from ICFAI Business School, Mumbai. We also have Kulvinder Kaur, the database manager at Mercadeo and CIO News. Kulvinder has a good 16 years of experience, worked with multiple organizations at a leadership level, and gained immense knowledge in various fields from operations, sales, quality to advisor level. Our third guest is Dimple Gupta, the customer success manager at Mercadeo and CIO News. Dimple has 10+ years of experience working with companies like WNS, Sharaf Travels, and many more. Ladies, welcome and so good to see you all three on this platform.
Same here, ma'am. Good to be a part of it.
Thank you, Khushbu. Welcome. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Great. So I want to start across, in fact, before I start, wish you a very happy Women's Day through this platform to you three and to all the women out there who's watching this episode and looking forward to interacting with all of you soon. So great. My first question is for all three, and maybe one by one, you all can answer. The first question is, what did you dream of becoming when you were a little girl? So maybe we can start with Dimple, Takshila, and then Kulvinder. So Dimple, if we can start with you.
Okay. When I was a little girl, my dreams were like, I was looking at my mother and I had to become like my mother, a housewife basically. And sometimes I look at my father and I used to think like, I better become a businessman. So I didn't have any specific dream as in, but yes, of course, looking at your family, you decide that what you want to do. Sometimes in mine, it was like I have to become a doctor, sometimes lawyer, as in how I grew up, the things changed. And ultimately, I came in marketing industry. So this is what, it was my journey like.
Wow, great. Takshila.
Okay. So as a little girl, I always wanted to be a teacher. So I was very fascinated with my teachers, whoever were there. And as a little girl, I used to, even dress up using my mom's dupatta and pretend to teach kids in my society. So that's what I wanted to be. And after I also completed my college, I took tuitions for a very long time. So I fairly, achieved my dream of being a teacher. So that's it.
Nice, very sweet. Kulvinder.
Hi. I always wanted to be, a customer officer because I always felt that was really very challenging, and I felt that there's nothing that I could not do.
Right.
So my biggest dream that I wanted to be. Obviously, times changed. Then I got into various fields of my, career and endeavors. But yes, that was my biggest dream when I was a little girl.
Nice, great. Awesome. So my next question is, Takshila, for you. Why do we need, more women in the leadership role? What are your thoughts on that?
So I think we women, we are known for multitasking. We are known for taking wise decisions. And it is also said that anything a man can do, a woman can do it better and also in a more organized way. So these skills that women brings into the table is natural and they have it in them. So I think we need more women in the leadership roles because we have the qualities that are required. Also, if we see, we have leaders who are women. Okay, we see Chastity Rani, Indira Nooyi, Indira Gandhi. So all these leaders we already have, and we look upon to them so that we can also be like them. And likewise, I think if we have more leaders and women, it will help to empower the women so
Yeah.
that the future of the girls, it is more secured and they will know that yes, they have a great future to get into the industry. So I think yes, we should have more leaders as women.
Absolutely. I think we very rightly said. I think we are very organized. We like to be very detailed oriented. I think these are the qualities which we all possess, and it's about how we utilize them, right? So very lightly said. Awesome. My next question is for all three again. You know, who do you admire the most? Which powerful women do you admire the most in your life? So maybe we can start with the same sequence: Dimple, Takshila, and Kulvinder.
Okay, the woman I admire the most is Falguni Nair. She is the founder and the CEO of Nykaa Group. So
Right.
here I have seen her journey. She has spent 19 years in Kotak Group, wherein at the age of 50, she founded Nykaa.
Right.
And she is one of the self-made Indian billionaire now. She's
Right.
a self-made woman Indian billionaire, second, and
Absolutely.
she's from in the 20 list of Indian billionaires. So I admire her the most. Her journey, her lifestyle, her being herself. So I admire Falguni Nair.
Awesome. Awesome. Takshila.
So the woman that I admire the most will be my mother because I have seen her throughout my childhood. I've seen her managing the household chores. I've seen her managing the finances, the budget. So anything the house requires, be it food, be it rationing, there was never a time when we didn't have something. Okay, there was always extra savings also there. There was always extra money for everything. So the way I think a woman handles the house is what makes, as I also said, we are known for multitasking and known to be
Right.
organized. So I have admired my mother throughout the journey. Till now, I think we all go to office. She is home and she makes sure that whenever we come back, we have our favorite food meal there at the end of the day, so that we are happy and we go to sleep very peacefully. So that's the reason I admire my mother the most.
Awesome. Kulvinder.
The woman that I admire the most is my daughter because she's a true inspiration to me. At the age of, I think, 18, she can just stand by me and she can say, "Don't worry, mom, we can do it." So, the best thing that I love about her is she never gives up like me. So I always feel that, it's not necessarily the age or the number, it's how
True.
you deal and what you deal with. So she's
Absolutely.
somebody who just comes by and she says, "We can do it, mom, let's do it. I know there's no failure. Even if you fail, I'll stand with you." So,
Right.
and if, at her age, she's just studying, but she
Right.
knows how, the life is moving. Obviously, it's the age factor, the current situations around. So
Right.
during COVID also, she used to tell me, "Listen, mom, it's okay. If it's a little, we can still manage."
Right.
So I
Right.
really, just look upon her and I feel so proud to have a daughter like her.
Wow, great. I mean, it's so good to hear this, right? On our day-to-day life, we see so many women across, wherever we go, we see women, and they are doing so good in however way they can, right? There are women at our home, our mother, our sisters, our daughters, right? And also women outside our house. We in fact in our office as well, right? There are so many women who kind of manage their home, come to office, work, and they're doing their best, right? So it's really, really inspiring, and good to hear this, guys. Awesome. My next question is for Kulvinder. Kulvinder, share a women's empowerment moment that has inspired you in your life.
As a child, when you're a small girl, we always thought, that this is for the boy, this is for a man, or something like this. But the best part that I've lived over is my mother, who never discriminated me. She always said that, this is something that even you can do it, even after you're a girl.
Right.
She never told me that, this is not what you cannot learn.
Right.
I was more like a tomboy. That's what you brought me up with.
Okay.
So that power that she gave me, was best. And this has to be all over, if you agree. Because we in India, we all have a thought process where, if a boy can do this, a lady cannot do it. But that has to be changed.
Right.
From literacy to, going up to the next level of sitting on the chair that you're sitting, Khushbu boss, that has to be everywhere. So it's nothing that, a lady cannot do. And that thought has to be changed.
Right.
So from you going to be you having education to getting more of training, every awareness has to be done there.
Right.
It is very rightly said, that think like a queen. A queen is someone who never gives up. She never wants to think, what is next tomorrow, but she always has a solution.
Right.
So that's how we have to build ourselves.
Awesome. Great. Good. My one last question before we end today's quick interaction. Dimple, your message for Women's Day.
Okay. I have a message for all the women listening to me. It's crazy that women still have to fight for their rights. We still live in a society where being a woman is dangerous. Let's remind ourselves that our mothers, sisters, daughters are absolutely unbelievable and amazing. And they deserve so much more than what we give them. Everything starts with a woman, wherein life starts with a woman. The greatest love that everyone gets in their life actually starts with a woman. So women are stronger than anyone else can imagine. Feminism isn't about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's just that we have to change the way the world is taking this strength. So let's celebrate this endless power today. And let's all make cheers with our glasses and celebrate this Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to everyone.
Wow, great, great message, Dimple, and good interactions with you three ladies. You three are part of my panel today, but I have been interacting with all three of you and many other women in our office. It's so good to work with all of you guys, and you'll come with your perspective, your dream of becoming, growing in life, being independent. I think these are few of the things which I just admire the most, right? I love working with all of you guys, and having so many women in our office. I think today we discussed about it. I just had a thought that we have 50% plus women in our leadership role. I think that is a great achievement. So and I'll be very happy also that like Dimple also mentioned, that the change will come when we stop talking about it. I think that is when we'll see the real change happening. We don't want to really talk about it so much, but at this moment, spreading this, and inspiring young women who are starting their career, it's very important. So good to have this discussion with you all. Thank you once again for joining on CIO News, and I will look forward to working you after this.
Thank you.
Same here.
Thank you so
And
much for having us, and happy Women's Day to you.
Happy Women's Day.
Thank you, Khushbu, for all your inspiration, time, and really being a great boss with us. Thank you. The patience that you have is immense. Thank
yes, true. The only thing I admire about you from the day I joined, it was like patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.